Okay, this is it. May 23rd. Today is the day. Today is the day that I'm doing my Eagle project. It has finally arrived and we're going to prepare for it. So we're going to be going to Maple Grove Cemetery and we'll be placing 27 angel wings in the cemetery, which represents soldiers from World War II who lost their lives and are from Kew Gardens. And then we're going to help with some decorations, and then once everything's done, we're going to have a certain Memorial Day service that's going to be talking about all those soldiers there. We've waited this for a long time, and now it's finally come, so we're getting ready, and we're going to prepare for the big day. I can't wait to finally do this.
I got some flags for you to help put out. So pretty much all around.
Okay.
Oh, you need some more flags, Quentin? We got some more inside. Oh, you got the box already. Okay, we'll get that. Let's get some more flags out of there. Perfect. It's looking perfect here. Oh, we got one space open over there. Yeah, make sure to do it in the front as well. Good idea. Yeah, we can do it in front, but just not in front of the angel wings. You gotta make sure everybody sees all the angel wings. Yeah. Yeah, perfect. Oh, I see the line. Definitely good idea over there. That definitely helps. Yeah, so like where the line is that's where you gotta put the flag.
I see that there's still some flags that have to be
from the looks of it, I think all the flags that are over there should be enough. But whatever that's left over, we're bringing back downstairs. It looks perfect there. Yeah. Yeah, of course. We'll definitely have more inside. Yeah.
Is that okay with you?
Yeah, the flags are perfect. They definitely look nice over there. Oh, you're looking at the speech? Okay, so when the time comes, we're going to have everybody practice.
No, this is the one you want to practice. This is the one where the president of the thing is going to speak on his words.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you got to figure out who's going to say what names and stuff and have them practice for that.
okay. So you'll be able to get them out of the book.
Oh yeah, I have the book with me. Yep, the names are inside the book. Yeah, so we're going to be doing the Pledge of Allegiance and stuff, so that once we finish the pledge, you're going to be playing the National Anthem.
Can you play the national anthem complete?
Go on practice and see if you can do it. Yeah, make sure to keep practicing. Quentin, do you mind putting those slides down at the bottom? Oh, we got more. Perfect. Okay, guys, we got some coffee downstairs in the conference room. If anybody wants coffee. Okay, Matthew needs one to write the chords for the national anthem. John Joe, Sawyer, can you go with my stepdad and help bring out the water bottle, please? Bring out some water downstairs if you guys need some water.
Okay, so everything is up there. Got the angel wings and all that stuff. It's looking nice over there. But a good spot too, due to the rain. Okay, so we're moving along right now. It's almost 12 and we pretty much got lunch ready and all that stuff. So the memorial and all that stuff's pretty much all set. Now the angel wings, originally I was supposed to have the troop and the scouts put in the angel wings, but the cemetery got it done before we did. So we pretty much planted the flags all around and stuff. So in a few minutes, we're gonna have speeches and stuff prepared for the Memorial Day service, and I'm gonna make sure everybody practices for practicing the color guard and saying the names and stuff. I got the speech myself, so I'm pretty much got that. So, but everything's moving along. So I'm so glad we're doing this and everything doing great. Now all that's left is the service, and then we should be good here.
Okay, so we definitely need to start doing some practicing for the Memorial Day service. So we're going to start doing some color guard. So we're going to have that flag. What we're going to do is have you guys start from outside, and once it's time to go inside for the color guard, and you guys to be in line formation and march right in front. So Matthew, since you're going to be doing doing the national anthem, I'll have you here, and once it's time, you'll play the national anthem. So after the color guard, we have 27 names of those soldiers that you guys are going to be reading off. I definitely group you all in brackets. So Quentin, you're going to be starting first with the first 5 names. That would be Robert Walter Abram, William Kenneth Bain, Arthur Berg, John Michael Birmingham, and George Taylor Black. After you, John Joe, you'll be the next one. You'll be naming Martin Braun, Richard Cardozo, Norman Connard, Edward Emmers III, and Leon Gold. After that, Sawyer, you'll be next. You'll be reading off Frederick Harris Jr., Howard Kern, Charles Warren Clubber, Alfred Coslan, and George Kahn. Then after you're done, Matthew, you'll be the next one to read. You have Robert Ainley Marsh, John Mischioli, Jacob Lewis Mass, Herbert Graham Nash Jr., and Walter Francis Roth. Yeah, I also have those with me if you guys want to take a look and make notes on that. So after Matthew, Richard, you'll be next. You'll be reading Barney Ruffin and Thornton Sanger. Then Alexis, you'll be next. You'll be doing Richard Smith and Donald Sussman. And last but not least, we got Aria with the final three names: James M. Topalian, Paul Fred Fallen, and William C. Yespin. So to recap, Quentin's going to be starting off, then John Joe, then Sawyer, then Matthew, then Richard, then Alexis, and we finish off with Aria. If you guys want to take a look at his name and take a note of it yourself, that'd be good too.
You're gonna be on the podium, right?
Yeah, but they're going to be having you guys up and reading off all the names there. So once it's time for the names, you have the order there. Okay, Quentin, you're going to be start doing the color guard. I want you to be the one to hold the flag, and I'm going to have you in front. What? Yeah, you got the camera. My stepdad has his camera as well, and then he has to take pictures, but you can definitely take some pictures. Okay, so, flag right over there. We're going to practice outside. Okay, so Sawyer, Alexis, Aria, we're going to practice the color guard. Let's go outside. Alright, so Quentin, you're going to be standing right here, and you're going to be facing that way, and you're going to be in front. So Sawyer, I want you to be behind Quentin. Alexis, I want you to be behind Sawyer. And Aria, I want you to be behind Alexis. You've got to be going inside a straight line. So pretty much in the beginning, Helen will be introducing everybody and all that stuff. And once it's time to introduce us, what we're going to do is you guys are going to be marching inside the door, and then you're going to be lining up right in front of the podium, single file, while everybody does the pledge. So Matthew here will be playing the National Anthem and stuff. Once that is done, you guys can march back and put the flag on the staff, and you guys will be able to have a seat. And speaking of seating, I need to let you know that all the scouts will be sitting on the right side. All the visitors will be sitting on the left side. So pretty much we got to get that in practice. Okay, we set the line. You're going to be marching in. Straight line. Let's go. Let's wait. Up. Right straight. Nice, excellent job. You did a good job for that one. This is what we got to keep doing when it's time to go inside. Yes. Yeah, anthem, and then I'll have them bring the flag back and have everyone sit down. Okay. Remember your spot. It's not like how it was the first try, but you're definitely doing good there. Let's try again. Yeah, don't forget about your columns and the face. Okay, so Mila, want to stay in the line? Ready? Mila, want to stay in the line? they're definitely ready. Okay, so pretty much. Okay, so standing right over there. Yeah, they should be starting soon.
Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dismissed.
I would like to present the president of the Friends of Maple Grove, Shariar Hussain.
Good afternoon, everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, veterans, scouts, families, neighbors, honored guests, and dear friends. I am Shariar Hussain, president of the Friends of Maple Grove. Today, on these sacred grounds of Maple Grove Cemetery, we gather not merely for a ceremony, but for an act of restoration, an act of remembrance, an act of patriotism, and perhaps most importantly, an act of love. We have learned that when memory is neglected, it begins to fade quietly, not all at once, but slowly. A monument that once commanded attention slowly becomes part of the landscape. As years turn into decades, faces fade from living memory. Names once spoken with pride and reverence become unfamiliar to passing generations. People no longer stop to reflect, but walk by each day without pausing, without asking, without knowing that behind those names are stories slowly fading from memory, growing quieter with each passing year. This is what has happened to the Kew Gardens World War II Memorial with the names of 27 young men from Kew Gardens erected 79 years ago in 1948. It stands at Lefferts Boulevard with their names on a metal plaque and a solemn inscription. Peaceful they rest in glory everlasting. 27 young men from this neighborhood, 27 sons of Kew Gardens, 27 lives interrupted by a world war. For many years, their memorial stood in quiet obscurity. But today, these 27 sons of Kew Gardens are remembered once again. Last year, through the extraordinary work of the Friends of Maple Grove Cemetery, historians, volunteers, students, and supporters throughout the community, this completed the memorial book, Peaceful They Rest in Glory Everlasting, restoring the stories behind those 27 names. For the first time in generations, these young men became visible again, not simply names, but human beings. In this book, we learned where they lived. We learned which schools they attended, the churches and synagogues where they worshiped, the dreams they carried, futures they never had the chance to fulfill. We learned that James Topoleon, one of our own from Talbot Street, died at Pearl Harbor on December 7, 1941. We learned that Richard Smith, who attended PS 99 and Richmond Hill High School, became the only one of the 27 to come home again to Kew Gardens, returning not alive, but beneath a flag-draped coffin to be buried here at Maple Grove Cemetery with full military honors. Suddenly, there were no longer distant names from another era. They became ours again, sons of Kew Gardens. And now, today, we take the next sacred step. The original 1948 memorial gave them names. The 2025 book gave them back their stories. And now, the 2026 Wings of Remembrance project gives them a new form that lifts their memory skyward and restores them to the heart of this community. These angel wings rising before us today are not merely metal. They are symbols, symbols of sacrifice, symbols of ascent, symbols of its eternal remembrance. And they stand here because of something deeply beautiful. They are a product of a new generation. Today, we honor Eagle Scout Justin McGowan and a Boy Scout Troop 201 of Jackson Heights. When so much of history risks disappearing into silence, this young man chose remembrance, service, and duty. By his work, he and his troop have reminded all of us that patriotism is not only found on the battlefields. Sometimes patriotism can carry memory forward. Patriotism means refusing to let sacrifice be forgotten. And sometimes patriotism means teaching a community to remember its own heroes again. This is exactly what has happened here. And there is something even more extraordinary about where these wings now stand. This place forms what we have come to call the Sacred Trinity of Kew Gardens, a name created by Philip Rash Flynn, the president of the Maple Grove Cemetery Association. First, we have Maple Grove Cemetery, a sacred landmark where veterans from the War of 1812 to Afghanistan rest beneath the trees. Nearby stands PS 99, where many of these young boys once sat in classrooms as children. Nearby stands the first church of Kew Gardens, where some worshipped, and where the Kew Gardens American Legion Post 1374 that created the original 1948 memorial once gathered. The past, present, memory, and sacrifice are all connected. And today, standing among these angel wings, we are reminded of something timeless. Freedom is given freely. Every generation receives it because another generation protected it. These 27 young men did not know whether they would return home. Some died in the skies above Europe, some vanished into the Pacific, some fell in the forests of Germany, and some perished at sea. Many never reached adulthood before war claimed them. Yet every one of them carried within them the same belief. Some things were worth defending and fighting for. It is because of them that we stand here free today, free to gather, free to speak, and free to remember. That freedom comes at a high cost for them. Memorial Day asks us to never become careless with that knowledge. Across America today, countless memorials are fading. Names are growing weathered, stories are disappearing, and communities are forgetting. But not here. Not in Kew Gardens, not anymore. Because we chose remembrance over silence. We chose resurrection over forgetting. We chose to bring them back into the light. There is an ancient Egyptian proverb engraved on a granite wall at the Maple Grove Cemetery Brownson Center that has guided this entire mission. To speak the name of the dead is to make them live again. Today, we will call out their names again, and in doing so, we give them life again. Not life of flesh and bone, but life in memory, life in communities, life in the hearts of future generations. And perhaps that is the true meaning of these wings. These wings lift memory upward. They lift the memory of sacrifice toward eternity. They remind us that the dead are never truly gone so long as somebody still remembers. So let future generations come here. Parents teach children, neighbors tell stories, communities refusing to forget. Let future generations come here. Let them stand before these wings. Let children ask, who were they? And let us always answer, they were ours. May these wings forever rise over Kew Gardens as a symbol of honor, sacrifice, patriotism, and memory. May the 27 sons of Kew Gardens never again fade into silence. Today, as a part of this solemn Memorial Day tribute, we will not only read aloud the names of the 27 sons of Kew Gardens who gave their lives during World War II, we will also speak the names of 84 soldiers killed in action and buried here at Maple Grove Cemetery. 84 lives, 84 stories of sacrifice. They came from different generations and different wars. Some fell in the muddy trenches of World War I. Some died on the beaches, battlefields, skies, and oceans of World War II. Others were lost in Korea and Vietnam, and still others in the mountains and deserts of Afghanistan. Different wars, different uniforms, different eras, but all bound together by one sacred truth. They gave their lives for others. And today, beneath these trees, their names will once again be heard, spoken aloud, remembered, and honored. Because remembrance is one of the greatest responsibilities of a free people. A nation that remembers its fallen remains worthy of their sacrifice. And for the veterans, sons, and daughters who served our country and who have been laid to rest at Maple Grove side by side, we make this promise: you will not be forgotten. Thank you. We now welcome Sheila Healy, Troop Leader of 201, and Jose Schiavino, Troop Community Chair.
Good afternoon. So we of Troop 201 are very proud to be here and to be part of this remembrance. It is important to remember what it is that they sacrificed for, right? We need to be aware of what's going on in our community. We need to speak out what's going on in our community. We need to vote and to participate in the process, within the process of our government. This is the most important thing. These people who have died, men and women over these wars, work to guarantee our freedoms. And we must remember those freedoms. This is a way to honor those who have gone before, to be able to continue participating in society, being part of our governments, to be part of our communities, to act and to speak with honor and truth when it's necessary. And to be here today and to honor these men and women who have died for us and for our rights and for our government and for our way. It's humbling, and I'm glad that our boys were able to be part of it. This is something that we try to instill in our towns, you know, civics and good government and being a proper adult that is part of their community and part of their nation. So this is the epitome of what we can do now, right? Is to honor those who have gone before and to live our lives in remembrance of theirs deaths with honor, with participation, and with patriotism. So once again, we're very happy to be here. We're very glad that Justin chose this project. It's been very enlightening to know this part of the neighborhood, which is a little bit away from our Jackson Heights, and to participate in this project, which is so near and dear to the principles of Scouting.
Very proud of you, Justin.
so much for coming in today. My name is Justin McGolan. I am an Assistant Scout Master from Troop 201, and I've been involved in scouting for 15 years. As you can see right behind me, we have 27 angel wings outside, all representing 27 soldiers from Kew Gardens who fought for us in World War II. This is not only an Eagle project, but also a project created for us to honor the lives of the 27 who have fought for our country. It was an idea that I had for a year. Back in May, I joined Veteran Crew 1. I told them about my trail to Eagle that didn't go well years ago. When I was there, my advisors told me about Maple Grove Cemetery and that they wanted 27 angel wings. This was an idea that sounded interesting, considering the fact that the cemetery wanted to do this for so many years, but never got the chance to do so. So from then on, I was committed to bringing this project to life. It cost a lot, and there was a lot of work to be done, but thanks to the support of my troop, other troops, friends, family, co-workers, and so many more, I was able to raise over $3,000 for this project, whether it was selling cheesecakes or getting donations. It took 2 weeks to reach my goal, and I got so much time to purchase everything on time. It took so much time and effort to get there, but it all got done. And now, we are finally here with the reality of honoring the 27. Even with rain in our midst, it didn't stop us. Even after doing this, I still can't believe that this day has come. I want to thank my troop, Troop 201, for not only giving me their support, but for also coming down to help with my project. I also want to thank two others, Alexis and Aria from Troop 1923G, for coming down to help as well. I want to thank Maple Grove Cemetery for letting me and the Scouts help out and for guiding me through this process. Their help means a lot. Lastly, I want to thank my family, my friends, my co-workers from PS19, and so much more for not only helping me with this project, whether it's coming down to help, donating, or spreading the news to everyone about this project, but your help and support means a lot, not only to me, not only to my troop, not only to scouting, not only to the cemetery, but also for the 27. This may be my Eagle project, but this day is not about me. This day is about the 27 who sacrificed their lives to defend our country. Their lives may be gone, but they will never be forgotten. And now that the angel wings representing these soldiers are here, they will forever be remembered in the hearts of all of us. It is an honor that they deserve, and we will make sure that these names, these individuals who took the time to fight for our country and defend it, to be remembered forever and future generations to come. Thank you all so much for your help, and thank you for coming down for this service.
We also have some special guests from the community today, and I would like to invite them up to share remarks. First, we have Chair of CB9, Sherry Alfredo. Sherry, thank you so much for joining us.
Hi everyone, I'm so happy to be here today. So I landed into this country on December 14, 1994. And this country had opened its doors to immigrants like me. One of the reasons why I'm very proud of this country, very proud of the patriots, while I still carry with me my traditions that I brought from Trinidad. I recognize myself as a US citizen and also this country. And I recognize all the veterans and everyone who has stood here. It's the land of opportunities because of the great people like Dominick and others that really fought for this place to be what it is today. And I'm so happy to be here, the chair of this community board, being here with the Friends of Maple Grove, Sharia, Carl, where's Carl? Carl's hiding in the back. Helen, and and I have Kevin from Community Board 9 who lives in Kew Gardens. I'm just so happy to be here and be a part of this program today. Thank you. You know, my dad, I mean, he was in Trinidad, but he was also president of the Red Cross Association for 25 years. So we have patriotic running in our blood.
Unfortunately, Senator Leroy Comrie couldn't make it today, but we do have Ari Innes from his office. I would like to invite you up here to share some remarks, Ari.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. I wasn't prepared to speak, but I'm going to say a few words on behalf of the Senator. He's fighting a head cold at the moment, but he does send his regards to everyone. And for this monumental event, it is such a privilege for us to be in the presence of our veterans and be able to welcome them home, whether they are from World War I, were from World War I, World War II, and the wars following that. And as a community member, I grew up in Cambria Heights, Queens, and my step-grandfather was actually a veteran. He was in the Navy, and he served, I don't remember which particular war he served in, but I remember in my household it being something of, just telling me as I grew up and became a teenager of the things he did and the things he saw. Not particularly appropriate to tell a kid, but nonetheless, he shared his stories, and I loved him for that. And I loved when his friends would come over who were in those times with him, and they would just gather and just be such a family and a bonding experience for them and for me and my family. And I just want to say on behalf of the Senator and all of the community, we want to thank you all here at Maple Grove, and we want to thank the Scouts for dedicating this memorial and being here today. Thank you.
Lastly, I would like to invite Dominick Critelli up here to share some remarks. Dominick, we really appreciate your presence here today.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm so proud to be here today, and I really mean it. I was born in Italy. I wasn't even born here. I came here when I was 8 years old, and I grew up in 129th Street, Richmond Hill, which is right down the road. And of course, I passed my house, and to tell you the truth, my house is the best looking house on the block. Oh, it was a beautiful house. They fixed it up. And to be here today to actually remember and say, of course, is a day that it's not only for me. And I don't do these things myself. I have done this now for a long time. Years. And I do it because of my buddies couldn't come with me. I'm so happy. And every time I think of it, I get very emotional. But it was nice today to see everybody here. And we're all happy. The Boy Scouts, I love the Boy Scouts. And all the people that are here, I want to thank you so much. And I hope that in the years to come, how do you come here? Okay?
Memorial Day in America is a day to remember and honor those who died in active military service. The Friends of Maple Grove have been organizing scout troops and local volunteers to place flags on the graves of the veterans buried here. We've prepared a list of 27 Kew Gardens soldiers who were killed in action during World War II. Justin and members of his troop will read off their names.
Robert Walter Abram, William Kenneth Bain, Arthur Berg, John Michael Birmingham, George Collar Blass,
Robert Ainley Marsh, John Masquioli, Jacob Lewis Mass, Herbert Graham Nash Jr., Walter Francis Roth,
Martin H. Braun, Richard L. Cardozo, Norman L. Connard, Edwards Enders III, Leon C. Gold, Frederick C. Harris Jr., Howard S. Kern, Charles Warren Kluber, Alfred S. Kozlan, George C. Kuhn.
Barney Revere, Thornton Sanger, Richard F. Smith, Donald F. Sussman.
James M. Topalian, Paul Fred Bowen, William C. Gibson.
So at this moment, we would like to bring up our former historian in residence, Sean Miller. He's wearing an authentic World War II uniform. Sean will lead us in the playing of taps. So we also invite people to come up and view the 27 angel wings that are behind me here that are on display, and that was a part of Justin's Eagle project. Copies of the book, Peaceful They Rest in Glory Everlasting, also tells the stories of the 27 soldiers from Kew Gardens who paid the ultimate sacrifice during World War II and will be made available. They're in the front here. If you guys don't have a copy, feel free to check them out. They're for the community, so if you want a copy, feel free to ask us. And I just want to thank you all for attending this wonderful ceremony and just being here with us today. Feel free to hang out, network. If you want to meet Dominic, I'm sure Dominic will be around as well. And yeah, thank you to all of the veterans who are here with us today.
Okay, so we did it. Everything's done. The Memorial Day service has finished, and we got everything cleaned up, and we're all set. This event is definitely a success. I'm so glad we finally got to do this. It wasn't too much difficult, just a lot of planning and stuff, but we got everything done. A lot of people showed up, and everything went well. Not a lot of scouts were there, but it's good. We had enough people to help out, and everything went perfectly well. It's like, I'm so glad I got to do this. I know this is the one to help me with the Eagle Scouts and stuff. So, I want to thank Troop 201 for helping out. I want to thank Troop 1923G, Veteran Crew 1, my friends, my family, my co-workers, everything. So, your support has helped out. If it wasn't for you guys, none of this would have been possible. Now I just gotta do my project review, and I'm definitely done. We'll do the last steps, but there was a lot of work, but it was all worth it. I'm so glad we got to do this. We got to get this done. So I pretty much gotta have a lot of remaining money that I gotta send back, and then I gotta work on my project review, and we'll see where we go for there. But the hardest part is done for now. I just gotta finish the final steps and hopefully make it to the end, the Eagle. So, for those that came to the service, I'm so glad. Thank you so much for coming. And now they've actually recorded this, the whole service. So if you want to see the whole service, go check out the video on Friends of Maple Grove Cemetery on YouTube. You'll be able to see the entire ceremony from start to finish with my speech and the troops presenting and everything. I can't wait to see that, and I can't wait for the next steps. But either way, thank you so much for your help, and I'm this close to Eagle. When it's gonna happen, we don't know, but I'm confident that it's gonna happen soon. It's only a matter of when. But either way, thank you so much for your support. Thank you for watching, and this has been Justin McGolan. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you. God bless America. And happy Memorial Day, everybody. We're really close now.